It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kukuku's doing.
Burn it down! Rev the engines!
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh wow, Kukuku's learning. Is that good news or bad news though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far...
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good morning.
Of course. Kukuku's not the only one.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly...
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remember he was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in, perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Now
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble.
Are they merchants? Have they come to scarred face? Calloused on closer inspection. The fabric looks worn at the... Could he have previously been a warrior? Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
that goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. So anyway, that was when I went and told the after an investigation and a chase, they
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused.
Yeah, Kanice, you did.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here,
Oh dear, oh dear.
sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in.
He said this elusive individual's action.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is...
Has something sprung to...
I just remembered a film I watched this one.
Huh? Oh wow, no way, bro.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money.
That doesn't merely happen in films. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real life
Sounds
Ooh. Wait. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, does that mean they executed the hostage?
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon? And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think...
So, bottom line, this was an individual.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a... Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula...
That sounds like a plausible theory, but...
Looks like your people better start rolling up their...
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up... The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky...
Ah, so that's what you meant by... In that case, I may as well... Delegating this to someone else would require...
Or are you just not used to...
Is that really a make?
Well, Looks like I won't be needed around here.
You could always wait here if you like. The
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets... Yep, that's the plan.
I believe that what Ridsley is trying to say is, you are furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object.
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
Rise with the sun! Light it up!
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
Oh, nice dodge.
I'm not feel so stricken, Mr. Bro. Not you again. Nope, didn't dismiss you in the slightest.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all.
Get it away! Get away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face. I dare you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, let's go find something to eat. While
Or how? He spent all the Eva. As a Saurian vet, how can you just... Huh? How much?
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Don't lose hope, Hal. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement.
Same standard? I will not be held to the same...
That's right. You won't.
Where's that Saurian meat?
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
Also, there's no such restaurant.
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How guy.
Why you? Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Ah, really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though? The lost and found notice is up. Maybe we should go ahead.
Rise with the sun!
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any development? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely.
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, Granny.
What in the Tibet are you doing here?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned.
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest...
Huh. Was there something wrong with my...
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Oh, I see. I figured it would... Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Auroron, you said you were here to claim a lot.
Yeah, so...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroron, be honest now. Were you the one who lost it?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to
Of course not. Aoife has it. All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Aoife and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it, but apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward. And
So, a former employee of the palace...
yes, at least I assumed. We were about to refuse, but...
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroron, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped us.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kukuku are
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon.
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a...
It suggests that the person who got Auroron... There are plenty of unanswered questions. But, however, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich... Oh, and of course, we'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim... I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try.
So, I have to go undercover again.
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the peck! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this...
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. And I should warn you, he's not too happy.
What the... This thing has a job?
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
I'm sorry, please...
All right, Kukuku, that'll do for now.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be interesting?
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it...
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was...
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermon...
So I got it. But I don't remember promise...
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of...
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say...
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia?
No, I mean, yes,
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing exciting. As for the seller of this particular item, we've had some prior dealings, but as long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the... Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But that was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, he replied. And do you know what he said?
Well, he wasn't lying about...
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it.
Feeling smug now.
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from, and by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I'm so very sorry, I
need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller.
Well, to be honest, though, I can't claim. Besides, this is a guy who managed...
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
please, just call me
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to...
What does he mean? Is he gonna Oh, I get it. He's
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade, a trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage. But on the
Okay.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward...
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia... All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents. As for you two... Protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement.
Such a hassle, bro!
See? Mr. Kukuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the travel...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly... Out of respect for the traveler, we won't say another...
Oh, I know this part. We better... In that case,
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want... then it's settled. Thanks for your... Boy, am I glad that's over.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other...
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation, on top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his every move is like a spin of the... Or, maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been...
In that case, let's hope his...
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morishose Phantom on the situation. When that time comes, we will be relying on...
We'll be waiting for the good news.